Welcome to the call, everybody. This is Mark Holmes from the United States. Today is January 25th. Just want to do a quick sound check, everybody. Am I coming through okay?
I can hear you, man.
Great.
I can hear you.
Great. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for being on the call here. I'd like to welcome all of you from all around the world. This is very exciting. The growth of this company is absolutely incredible. And I couldn't be more excited, as well as I'm sure as everybody else on this call. We have people on this call that are currently distributors working with ZJ International, as well as other people that are interested and curious to find out more about what's going on. And the reasoning for this call is to go over, some details about where we're going and the direction and the growth of the company, and why we have people on from all over the world. Now, one thing I'd like to do here is introduce Chris Thomas from the United States. And Chris is he's a veteran in the industry. Chris has pretty much done network marketing all of his life. And it looks like I have a connection problem. Hold one sec. I'm not sure if I'm coming through.
Okay.
Okay, I'm showing a connection problem. Okay. Now Chris has he's been involved with network marketing his whole career. So as far as Chris's experience with ZJ International, as well as working with people from all over the world, this comes second nature to Chris, and it's such a great pleasure to have you a part of our team and to be able to work with you, Chris. I'd just like to ask you a few questions. As far as the company right now, the direction we're going in, we're looking at doubling in size this year and possibly tripling in size. I just want to reach out to you and get a little insight from you, from your eyes.
Sure. Well, thank you so much for having me on the call, Mark.
Hey, Mark, Dave here.
Hey,
Oh.
Dave.
Hey, Mr. Moses, how are you?
Very good, sir.
Great. Thank you for being a part of our call.
Now, I've got about 15 minutes, and I apologize. I've got to get over to the bank. I got a meeting. If there's anything that you guys wanted to ask me, are we in touch with Malaysia or with?
Yes. Actually, we have people on from Malaysia. We have people from UK. I think we have Africa on the line here. So we're in several countries right now.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
So I appreciate you being a part of this call, David. Appreciate what you do for the company as well as our team, and I'm definitely very excited about what's going on here, as well as all of our distributors that are on the line here, and we have people that are interested in the company and want to find out a little bit more about the direction we're headed, and a little bit about the company.
Okay. No problem. So we have a few new people on the line.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, as you know, Mark, and it's a pleasure working with you, and it was great to meet you in Utah a couple of months ago as we were getting started. Right now, Zija is in a extraordinary place as it relates to timing as a company. We've got world-class products, we've got world-class management. We have an infrastructure to support a company that can go to $1 billion with manufacturing, with the farms, with all the other components that are in place. And we've got a very grassroots base of leaders. 75% of the top earners in the company are first-time networkers. And so with all of that, and the fact that the company is now expanding worldwide, and of course I'm doing my very first trip to a number of countries in March, we are at a very extraordinary time for us to, capture some of this growth. And so I myself am, excited about the fact that your team is very much on the leading edge of a lot of the international expansion and some of the new markets and new countries that Zija is opening. And I think that over the next 12 months, together with you, Jason and Chris and some of the others and others that I'm going to be meeting now when I go overseas, there's no reason that you can't have, 5,000, 10,000 people in your group, maybe more, in a 12-month period. Because we have the momentum now, we have the story now, everything's in place now. And so it's a great time. The company's gone from 400,000 a month to over, hold on one second. Yeah. 400,000 a month to over 11.5 million a month in 38 months. So that tells you, where the momentum is, or where we are in terms of momentum. And we expect to be, twice the size 12 months from now. So it is a great time. This is the time where I'm most excited because there's so much action. There's so much going on. So that's a little bit from my perspective.
Well, that's great. That's very exciting, David. And the growth of the company is just it's phenomenal. It's what's really great to see is working with people, excuse me, like Tatcha J and Raja, as well as Mercy over in Malaysia there, and seeing things take off on the ground. It's in the streets there, and people are learning and hearing about this. I realize right now we're just in the beginning part of this, and Malaysia, as well as Asia and all these other countries that are on the line here, are one of the main reasons of why we're going to double, possibly triple this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's very exciting. And also too, I have Chris Thomas on the line. Chris, and I thank you, David. Thank you. I appreciate your time. I know you're a busy man. I don't want to take up.
Normally, Mark, I'd be able to spend a little bit more time. I've just got another appointment, and I apologize to everybody on the line. Hopefully, I can hook up on a call like this and make sure that I've got nothing conflicting, so that I can spend as much quality time, answer questions, etc. We can certainly do that tomorrow over the weekend. If you let me know when is appropriate, I'll make sure that I've got my schedule cleared.
Absolutely. I appreciate your time, David, and there will definitely be plenty more of these live calls going. So I'll make sure I get with you, and we'll start scheduling these conference calls. All right, thank you. Appreciate your time, David. Okay. All right, well, there you have it, folks. David Moses, the top income earner of Zija International. David has been a great asset to the company. What's also very exciting is David is working, as you can see, direct with us. David is serious about the business and serious about our team and our growth, the direction. The support that we have is none other than the best. David is willing to fly to Malaysia. He's going to be meeting with a lot of you that are on this call right now, which is very exciting for you. And a lot of details are going to be revealed there. And as far as paving the road, that's where we are right now. The leaders that are on this call and the people that are interested in joining and locking arms with us internationally, we are, and I say we, I mean us here, we are in the forefront of this growth. So with that, I'd like to introduce Chris Thomas again. Sorry about that, Chris. David was limited on time there, and we had to squeeze him in there. But I appreciate your time as well, Chris. You have been a great asset to our team and our growth. I appreciate your leadership and all that you've done for our team. I just wanted to reach out to you as well. I'm sure you see a lot of what David is talking about here, Chris. I know you and David and Jason all work together very close, as well as with myself and my team. But as far as what you see, as far as little insight from you, what do you see coming as far as from Malaysia and these other countries?
Sure. Thanks so much again, Mark. And David, just so everybody knows, David started Zija in his home, just like many of you, by himself, no one around, one person. He had to introduce the product to the first person, and that's literally how it began. David is a perfect example of what Zija can grow like around the world. Myself, I've been full-time in this industry for 25 years. I've never had a job. I'm one of those people that they list as unemployable simply because I've always been a network marketer. I've been doing this professionally for my entire adult life. And I'm going to tell you right now, in my 25 years full-time in this industry, I've just never seen anything like Zija. I can't even compare it. I've seen pieces of companies that have elements of what Zija has, but I've never seen one company that has wrapped all of the assets, all of the benefits of a company like Zija into one focused effort. And to have leadership like David, we're not talking about, the interesting thing about David Moses is David's not the number one distributor in this company, and he makes a couple of dollars. David's one of the top distributors in the entire industry. Okay, so David is one of those people, along with my partner Jason and myself. We've been in this industry for so long, we've forgotten a lot of the basic success techniques because we've been doing it for so long. So what we're here to do is open up that entire toolbox and offer it to everybody who's on the line, all around the country, systematically, one by one, and travel and build this country and build this company simply, very simply by each one, teach one. I don't know, somebody's phone. Sorry about that. And build this company literally one person by one person. I built an organization years ago, and I learned a term called each one, teach one. And it was built originally with the Caribbean islands. And the idea is very similar to when you build any network marketing company internationally. Each one, teach one. Prior to telephones, in the islands, when someone needed to they need to get a message to someone, they would start at the top of the island and they would tell someone, and that person would travel as far as they could and then tell someone else. And that would be each one, teach one until they got the message to the other end of the island. That's what multi-level marketing is at the highest level. It's each one, teach one. Take what you learn, use the product, and show the people that you care for, the people that you want to work with. This is such a simple business. There's nothing difficult about it. It's find people who you truly care about, that you want to bless with better health and better wealth. And if you look at it that way and you focus on blessing other people with better health and better wealth, and you do that every single day, a year from now you're going to have those numbers that David speaks of. See, when we focus on building an organization here, it really comes down to, do I believe in the products and the opportunity enough to pick up the phone and call someone that I know, or someone that I know is the business person, and expose my business and what I believe to them. Because that's ultimately what multi-level marketing is at the highest level. Share something that you love, share something that you believe in, and share it with others that you care about. and you'll be able to develop a long-term residual income whether you work today or not. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't work. When I say whether you work today or not, what that means is when you enroll a new member into your business, into your Zija business, that new member and that income or that sales commission that you receive that first time that you introduce that person is nothing more than the tip of the iceberg. Your job as a professional network marketer is not to sell. Your job as a professional network marketer in this organization is to share. If you share the information and they choose to accept it, then you help them share the information with their own contacts. It's that simple. We intend on building the largest organization in the world. Zija right now is one of those very, very, very few and rare companies that have been able to move past $100 million annualized sales. This company is truly on a rocket ship. The only way, though, this company grows. So when you hear these numbers, I want you to think about this. The only way this company grows to 130 million and past that where we're at right now is if you use the product, have a result, feel good about it, and share it with your friends and family and business contacts. Remember, that's the key here. A lot of people, we stand back and we see the numbers increasing and we think to ourselves, wow, that's really great. The numbers are going to continue to go up. This is a business. Now, here's the reality of this. Zija is a company with a tremendous line of products. But if you were not using these products and honestly giving it an honest go and sharing the results that you're receiving and that your friends are receiving, and you know the research is there, we know the product works, so our only job is to share with enthusiasm the benefits that we're receiving, the people around us are receiving, both financially and physically. Just a couple of notes. I have my mother is somebody that's been on this product literally almost for a year now. I put her on it simply because she's 84 years old. She is in tremendous shape. She's cognitively very, very, very sharp, and I believe it's a result of her being on high-quality nutritional supplementation her entire life. When I was a kid, she forced me to take vitamins, cod liver oil, vitamin C, vitamin E. I hated it. It's funny that that's what I do now in my life. So, Mark, with that, unless you have any other questions, I'm here for the rest of the call, really to answer any questions or comments. But the most important part, I guess, message that I'm trying to get across here is that if you're trying to create leverage, that ability to generate an income, whether you work today or not, that's leverage. If you're looking to create leverage, you have to have a product that works. Zija works. You have to have a company that that their payment solutions work. They're paying distributors. You can see evidence of top distributors actually making money and utilizing the money to increase their lifestyle and the lifestyle of others around them. You have to be able to see that. Okay, so we know the product works. We know that the payment solutions works. And now you have to have the leadership that are willing to take this great idea, this great adventure, and they're willing to take it to the world and move away or be away from their family and their friends for a period of time because they believe in the greater good of sharing this product with the masses. That's where we're at right now. We're coming to Malaysia not because we just want to move into a new country, because we feel like we owe it to the country of Malaysia to share this amazing research and this amazing product. The country of Malaysia and Indonesia and India and some of these other places around the world in the warmer climates, you're familiar with the moringa plant for years and years and years. What Zija has done is Zija has taken this plant, they pulled the curtain back, so it's no longer legend. they're showing you that this product has been effective for over 300 diseases. We don't cure, we don't treat, and we don't prevent. But I will tell you this, when you take this product, it will change your life.
Absolutely. Chris, I tell you, you you touched on so many good points there. I don't know where to start, but I mean, as far as the business and where we are, yeah, of course, everybody when they start, they come in and they have to get their business up and running. Just a little information about David Moses, who we just heard on the call here. David Moses is the top income earner of Zija International. Now, David Moses is his income is well above the average, say the least. David is at a crossroad right now. He's a triple diamond elite and the top income earner of the company. Now, David Moses has the option to open a new business center. So just recently, within the past 2 weeks, David's starting a new business center. What's that mean? David Moses had to go out and recruit and bring on his first person. He's doing exactly the same as many of you are doing on this call. He's doing, you know, as well as some of the people that are about ready to join with us and lock arms with us. So that's real exciting. So, you know, as far as getting started, like Chris was saying, we do have the leadership here, the support, the training. I've been working very close with a lot of you on the call, and especially Tasha J. You are doing an excellent job, Jay, and I appreciate everything you're doing over there. You're helping out so much with, you know, everything on the ground. And as far as the product, Chris, you touched on a good subject there. The product, we are the largest manufacturer of moringa in the world. Now, the product moringa is not such an easy product to manufacture. And in fact, it's extremely difficult. And we're lucky enough to have one of the top world-renowned food formulators, Russ Bianchi, who formulates our products. And to my amazement, he's able to improve on that actually as we go. I didn't think there was much room for improvement because the products work so well. My mother, who is actually on the call here as well, my mother has had some great results with this product. My mother has had a lot of back problems, and due to the 36 anti-inflammatories, my mother her pain is pretty much gone, as well as myself. I've had some pretty major back problems. Some doctors have actually told me that I may have to consider surgery, and that's one place that I definitely don't want to go. My back is, I guess you can compare it to a train wreck. I've got degenerative disc disease, I have arthritis, and I have scoliosis. When I wake up in the morning, sometimes I just I wonder if I'll be able to straighten up. Let's put it that way. Within 20 minutes, I can count on the clock, within 20 to 30 minutes tops, after I take my XM Plus and my XMAM, the Moringa product, I feel like I'm 20 years old again. I'm up, I'm straight. I feel like I can conquer anything, and the energy is just out of this world. So the products are pretty amazing. And Jay, Tasha Jay, if we could, let's unmute your microphone. I just wanted to reach out to you, and you know, as far as the product Moringa, of course we manufacture Moringa, and by the way,
Hey, Mark, real quick, I wanna just throw one thing in there. This is Chris. Is you feel like you're 20, but without the bad judgment, right?
Well, that's true. It's a few years and some experience, absolutely.
All right, I just want to make sure of that. So we make you young. We don't make you stupid.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
All
The
right.
the brain we're still working on that. So, Tatsu Jay, it's been such a great pleasure to work with you. I'm so excited for you and what's going on there. It's just amazing. Now, what I'd like to ask you, Jay, is, as far as the moringa, I know that moringa is native to Malaysia as well as other parts of the world, but explain to me a little bit. You told me your story about, your story is just amazing, man. It is absolutely amazing. Tell me a little bit about your story with moringa and how that related directly to you.
Oh, man. Hi, guys. Good evening. Just to share something that happened in my life, yeah? I'm actually had an accident 3 years ago, a very bad one. It made me blind on my both eyes, total blind. All right, I can't see anything. So after 5 to 6 operations, I got back my right eye. I could see. The doctor said that I would be not able to use my left eye again. But according to them, the eye is good, but I couldn't get the signal on my brain. All right, that means the signal is not catched by the eye, something like that. It means I can't see at all. Now, after consuming moringa for about 7 to 8 months, day after day, month after month, I hated my grandma. I tell you the guys, I hate her for that particular 7 months until one day I saw light on my left eye. So that was the real story that I gone through. After that, I really thanked my grandma, and this is the real story that I gone through. So for more of these stories, come back to me personally. I'll tell you guys. Hey, Mark, back to you.
That's incredible, Jay. I mean, every time I hear your story, it's just amazing. And there's a little more to that story. I don't know if you want to share the rest, but Jay, as far as what happened, due to that accident, I know there's a little more. It's up to you if you want to share with that. But that's amazing. I mean, your grandmother actually forced you to eat pure moringa picked from the tree
Exactly.
every day. Is that right?
Yeah, we grew them on our backyard, So we have moringa more than enough for like 100 people per day.
Wow, wow. Well, it doesn't get any more pure than that, picking it from the tree, that's for sure.
We use the seeds, we use the stem, we use the leaf with the branches, anything from the moringa, anything. Whatever she can do, she'll just cook me a dish. But it's moringa. It's still moringa.
That's
So that's the reason I hated her so much. But yeah, no, I thank her so much.
well, that's great. I'm glad your grandmother was there for you.
She's still up and running, right? She still practice her martial arts. She still exercise in the morning. She's still tough.
Wow.
When she holds me, it's like a 30-year-old man holding me. She's very tough.
Wow. Well, that's great, Jay. That's such a great story. Um, as far as moringa, Jay, you've got a great point. Moringa uh, is usable. I mean, the whole tree is usable down to the roots, the leaves, the flowers, everything about the tree is usable. Now, it's native there in Malaysia, as well as most of the hot, dry climates around the world, which is mostly around the equator. Moringa is well known to Jay, of course, because it was in his backyard. Moringa and Moringa actually, as far as here in the out here in the U.S., it's actually very new to a lot of us, and I've never heard of Moringa before. So as far as Zija International and manufacturing the product, we're making this, we're making people aware of Moringa and its power all around the world. And that was Ken Brailsford, our founder, his motivation for this. He came out of a very successful retirement. Ken actually, some of you already know this, some of you don't. Ken actually has built already 2 legacy companies from back in the 70s. Still in business today, both of them, still producing millions. Ken went into retirement, and someone approached Ken with a video tape. And the videotape was actually a documentary from the Discovery Channel. The documentary was solely on Moringa. And long story short, it opened Ken's eyes of what this could do for people all around the world, just not in those areas. So that's what Ken's motive was to help people. So Ken came out of retirement not because he needed the money. Ken definitely did not need the money, that's for sure. Ken, being the person that he is, he's a humanitarian. He wanted to help people worldwide, which is absolutely incredible. And I was incredibly humbled to sit next to him in Salt Lake City at the headquarters. What a great person he is. So Ken, that's his mission, Zija International. That's how Zija was born. And that's what his sights are, his vision is for this company, to help millions and millions of people. So that's what we have in front of us, everybody. You know, there's more information, and for those of you that are not yet with us on our team, I look very forward to having you a part of our team and working with you on a daily basis and growing with all of you. It's absolutely incredible to actually see firsthand what's going on in all of these countries, these cities, Kuala Lumpur, everywhere. I couldn't be more excited, as well as Chris Thomas and David Moses. David Moses will be flying into KL, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. We're preparing right now for this meeting for those of you over there in Malaysia, as well as people that are out of the country that know people in Malaysia. That meeting should happen around March 8th, March 9th. I'll let all of you know of the exact time and date. But David will be there, he told me yesterday, for probably a few days. So, and yeah, absolutely, Jay, I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you. Jay will be in Kuala Lumpur in 2 weeks. So those of you there, get back with Jay and myself. We're going to be putting together a meeting there, and you know, it's very exciting. So with that, Chris, I know you're still out there. Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Yes, there is. Everybody who's on the line today, this is a special call. I cannot emphasize this enough. When you move into a new country and you start to have these stories, and you move in with an existing, a real product, a real company into a new country, the opportunity is exponential. So if I could tell you, or I could recommend one thing, it's treat this like you just found a gold mine, and it's in a hill, and it's close to your house, and you're the only one who knows it's there, and you only have a pick and a shovel. Now you have the choice. Do I want to go back to the cave every day with my pick and my shovel? Or do I want to share this with a couple of friends and be able to go get a bulldozer. That's what we're talking about here. If you take your time, Zija is always going to be a great opportunity. If you get serious and you treat this like it's the most important business you've ever been exposed to, and right now, between this call and the next time we talk, you share the product, you use the product, you get involved, and you tell others. You put together a group in your own home, and you set up a meeting with us to call, to come in, to do whatever we have to do to accelerate your business. The most important, and I think the most underutilized skill or resource that is in this industry is the people themselves. I have personally been in this industry for 25 years. I've never had a job. Do you know how amazing that's been and how difficult that's been in the same breath? Well, that's the experience that you're going to be able to lean on. David Moses also came into the industry the same year I did. Okay, so we're talking about people who've been in for a very long time. My partner, Jason, once again, came in the same year I did. We've never had another job. So if you're going to build a business and you want to do it real quick, you want to work with people who have experience, you want to treat it like you just found a gold mine. And between today and tomorrow, expose this to as many people as you possibly can. Because it's so much more than just a product that you're trying to sell. Is it wrong that you're making money by sharing something that's good for other people? Not at all. That's free enterprise. Multi-level marketing, without a doubt, at the purest level, is the number one way to distribute a product from the manufacturer to the consumer. It's the most efficient way, by far, in the world. That's why today, more people, more companies, more services are leaning in this direction. That brings us back to the original point that Mark said. If all of these companies and all of these new industries, these emerging businesses, the internet companies, and all of these new companies are looking at multi-level and saying, wow, this is a really great way to distribute my product, my service, my widget, my app. If that's happening, and all of these first-time CEOs are coming into the multi-level marketing landscape and saying, wow, this looks so easy. I can do that. Do you know why it looks so easy? Because 30 years ago, a gentleman named Ken Brailsford stepped into the industry that was considered very difficult and almost impossible to penetrate. And he built not one, but now 3 large distribution companies that pay not to him, not just him, but hundreds, even thousands of independent representatives just like you all over the world. He's given them opportunity. He has experience. We have the company. We have the product. It's up to you to share it with your friends.
Great. That's I appreciate that, Chris. It's so exciting. I keep repeating myself only because I am so excited. And as far as what we've been talking about on this call has a lot to do with Malaysia, as well as all around the world, the new countries that are coming aboard, the countries that are already aboard. In 5 years, our goal is to have 100 countries aboard, and that absolutely is incredible. And I'm showing a connection problem. Am I still coming through okay, everybody?
I can still hear you.
Good, okay. All right. Now also too, being that we are talking about Malaysia, this is also happening in other countries, as well as we have people on from Australia, I believe, I think Africa and UK, actually UK. We have Valerie on the line from the UK, and it's such a great pleasure to have you here, Valerie. this is in the beginning stages in UK as well. As Chris stated, we are this call is very special. We are in the very beginning of a lot of growth in these countries, and I couldn't be more excited for all of you. And as far as another point that Chris touched on was the support. There couldn't be any better support. The people that we have here direct with us, David Moses, the top income earner, working direct with us. There's no reason why we can't develop these countries. Us as the pioneers, the founders that are building these businesses in these countries. We are the founders. We're paving the way. So in 2 weeks also, that's going to be a great meeting. Tatcha J, David Billa, Mercy, Raja. There's more. I wish I could go on, but all of you are great leaders, and it's such a pleasure to work with all of you. And I'm here 24/7, which Jay can also vouch for. Sometimes he calls and he wakes me up, and I'm on Skype. But Jay, anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, I just want to send you guys a few files that you may actually print out and keep for your prospecting purpose. That's all.
Great. Okay, great. And I appreciate what you're doing there, Jay. These files are, I say on the ground. You guys are on the ground there, and you're working the business, and it's great. And I see what's come out of this. The business is developing. It's absolutely amazing. And this is part of why is, Jay, he's printing out these documents for everybody. And there you go. There's the 3 files there. These are going to help you. These are tools that are going to help us build and grow. So with that, everybody, I have to say again, I probably said this 10 times already. I'm very excited. I'm extremely excited about what's happening with the business, the growth, and for all of you, what lies ahead for all of us. So anything that anybody needs, feel free to contact myself, Chris Thomas, David Moses, Tatcha J, David Billa, Mercy, Raja, everybody, and everybody else that was invited to this call. Get back to the person that invited you and find out more about what's going on. You can definitely see that there's a lot of momentum, and we're all excited. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the call unless anybody else has anything else to say.
I would like to say thank you to David Billa, Mercy, and also Zava. Chris, you have been very kind to join the team now. And also Mark, appreciate your help in hosting this particular online meeting.
Well, it's my pleasure, Jay, and it's a pleasure to work with you and everybody else. So let's, today is a new day here in the U.S., and I know it's ending there in Malaysia, but tomorrow is a new day, and it's a perfect opportunity to share this business, the opportunity. So with that being said, everybody, thank you for being a part of this call, and there's going to be several more to follow. So stay tuned, and we'll be in touch. Chris, did you want to chime in?
No, I was just going to say thank you, Mark. You did a great job.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, everybody. Have a great night.
Chris, wonderful call.
Thanks for that, everybody. Have a great night.
You too. God bless you.
The line is open.
The lines are open, everybody, if you'd like to speak.
Okay, I just want to say thank you to everybody, all the people who share. I was so much inspired and more excited about it.
Well, I'm very excited too, Mercy. I appreciate you being a part of the call. Looks like Valerie, you're out there as well.
I'm out here, Mark. Thank you very much. It was actually very exciting and inspiring. And I'll be talking to you very soon, I think.
Well, that's great. It's my pleasure, and I'm glad you were a part of this call, Valerie. And that was the first time we've actually talked, so it's great to hear your voice.
And you too. Yes, absolutely right. I'll talk to you very soon.
Great, great. Thank you, Valerie, for being part of the call.
Okay, thanks for inviting me.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Yeah, well, if you have someone from Malaysia and you need some help from me, I'm here all the time. I have David as well, and also Mercy in Penang in Malaysia. So you need help, you get us. Thank you.
Okay, Raja, I think Raja's still on the line there. Are you still there, Raja?
Yes, I am, Mark.
Okay, I appreciate you being a part of the call here, and you're going to be a great asset to our team here as well. Raja is actually there in Malaysia as well, so very excited. Phones are going off here. So with that being said, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and end the call. Thank you so much for being a part of the call.
Bye, guys.
Bye now.